Good evening, and welcome to the 2018 International Baccalaureate Pinning Ceremony, honoring the Pi class. The Pi class is our 16th graduating class at Lamar Academy, and they continue the rich history of academic success, personal growth, and meaningful social contributions. Please stand as the Pi class Vice President Sarah Forthuber leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. The success of any program depends on the support of many. Our program would not exist and could not be what it is today without those who support it. We now recognize the members of our McAllen Board of Trustees, President Mr. Daniel Vela, Vice President Marco Suarez, Secretary Mr. Sam Saldivar, Mr. Conrado Alvarado, and those not present today, Ms. Debbie Crane Alizada, Mr. Larry Esparza, and Mr. Tony Fordina. Our Superintendent, Dr. Jose A. Gonzalez. Central Office Administration, Dr. Sylvia Ibarra, Ms. Bridget V, and Ms. Karen Nitch. Principals and counselors of our McAllen ISD schools. Our IB parent organization, the Friends of IB, and former IB alumni. Welcome and thank you for supporting the IB program. We appreciate your presence this evening for the Lamar Academy International Baccalaureate Penning Ceremony. The IB pen is given to each of our IB graduates in recognition and acknowledgement of their hard work, dedication, and successes. Their commitment to learning and academic achievement is praiseworthy. In their pursuit of excellence, they have embraced and mastered the challenges of a rigorous IB diploma program. As I look out at you, the IB Pi class, I think about butterflies. Not the butterflies of excitement you are no doubt feeling as you end one chapter of your lives and begin the next, but actual butterflies. I am thinking about the life cycle and how I have seen the metamorphosis each of you have made over the past 4 years. As freshmen, you were the eggs entrusted to us by your parents. With care and devotion, we nurtured and coaxed you, each of you from your protective shells. As young larvae, those ravenous caterpillars, you would gobble up every bit of information laid before you. You were young caterpillars, wiggling around to find your way to the next challenge, the next leap, the next big step in your lives. Growing bigger ideas and shedding childish thoughts, concepts you had outgrown. Then, much like the butterfly, you entered another period of growth. Inside the chrysalis is where all the action takes place. It was the same for each of you. You took the time to digest all that you had consumed from your teachers and began to form and change as individuals. Unique and beautiful. We can compare your emergence from the chrysalis to the strain and stress of your IB exams and sitting for your final papers. But that incarnation is over. You have metamorphosed from an army of caterpillars into the kaleidoscope of adult butterflies present here today. Dr. Bernie S. Siegel stated, embrace each challenge in your life as an opportunity for self-transformation. So I leave you with this final thought. IB Pi Class of 2018, continue to experience the life cycle of the butterfly. Explore without fear. Devour the knowledge and challenges set before you, and soar bravely on the wings of your individuality. Never stop transforming yourselves or the world. We are very honored to have Dr. Jose Gonzalez, our McAllen ISD Superintendent, here today to speak to our graduating Pi class, followed by Mr. Daniel Vela.
Good afternoon. How about a round of applause for our wonderful principal, Ms. Cindy Peña. Ms. Peña, thank you so much for everything that you've done and everything that you do for us. One more round of applause for our Board of Trustees. This group does a tremendous job for us, giving up their time, spending time away from their families to ensure that our district's running at a quality level, and for that, we say thank you all. To all the mothers and fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, aunts, friends, family, thank you all so much for being here, and more than that, thank you for everything that you've done for our outstanding students throughout their lives to get them to this point in the game. We know that you spent countless hours with them, loving them, nurturing them, guiding them, supporting them, and for that we say thank you. Graduates, how about we give our families a round of applause for everything that they do for us. We know that great schools have great teachers. Teachers, round of applause for all of our teachers in the room. Thank you all for all that you do. We appreciate you all for loving and guiding our students. To all the support staff, the counselors, the librarians, everybody in the building that spend countless hours guiding and nurturing our students, we appreciate that very much as well. But most importantly, to our students, thank you. Thank you all for working hard. Thank you all for taking the IB challenge. Thank you all for being resilient, overcoming obstacles, and thank you for getting to this point in your educational journey. Round of applause for our students for everything that they've done. We appreciate them very much. The IB is grounded in international mindedness and intercultural awareness. It's grounded in the complexities of human ingenuity and everything that goes into being a critical thinker. As you move into the world, graduates, never forget to embrace the heartbeat of the IB, and that is our IB learner profile. I know that as you've gone through the system, you've been conditioned to inquire. You've been conditioned to be knowledgeable, to be a thinker, to be a communicator, principled, open-minded, caring, to be balanced, to be reflective, to be risk takers. Don't lose that. That's not just something that you're supposed to learn at a skills and facts level, but that's something you should synthesize and evaluate and take into the real world and make it happen. Now, one thing's for sure, if you forget everything else I've said tonight, remember this. Each and every one of you brings something special to this world. Each and every one of you is a champion and a genius in your own right. And each and every one of you can accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish, so long as you're willing to work hard for it. So get out into the world and grind and make it happen. Make us proud. And once you've done that, come back. Come back to McAllen and pay it forward. Thank you all very much, graduates. We love you all. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our board president, Mr. Danny Vela.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Words well said. We have the same speechwriter, so if the themes sound alike, it's because we have the same one. Hello, Bulldogs, Mustangs, and Warriors. It is a real pleasure to be with you here on this very special day. I'd like to begin to say thank you to Ms. Cindy Peña and all of her staff for helping these kids get here today and making the journey for them memorable and worthwhile. The entire staff of the IB department deserves certainly a round of applause. And a very special tribute to the other very special group of people that are here today, and that is your families. To all the parents, friends, families, brothers and sisters, we know how difficult it is to get through this journey. We appreciate what you've done, and I'm sure your kids will appreciate it in the future as well. We honor you for helping your son or daughter chart the course that led to this very day. Thank you for your guidance. Students, yes, you're the ones that got this done. You are the ones that earned the right to be here. You took life's stress, you learned how to deal with it, you got the grades, you did the work, you made the right choices, and you stepped up to the plate. And in the process, you grew up. And today, you find yourself poised to take the next step, away from home, ready to spread your wings and fly. On behalf of the McAllen ISD Board of Trustees, I offer our heartfelt congratulations to the honored class of 2018. Your community takes great pride in you and what you have accomplished. Please, wherever you go and whatever you do, remember your community. This year's class is the greatest class to have ever graduated from this school. And last year's class was the greatest class to have ever graduated from this school. And surprise, because next year's class is going to be the greatest class to ever graduate from this school. You see, here in McAllen, we strive for excellence. We strive to be better than before. It is now your duty to keep that tradition of greatness going, to be great in your education, to be great in your careers, to be great in your relationships. Remember to take pride in your home, McAllen. The McAllen Independent School District, our 3 high schools, and IB, remember to keep them always foremost in your thoughts. Remember that this community helped to mold you. It loved you. It supported you. Remember to love it back. That's the true sign of growth and maturity. And one day, hopefully soon, remember to come back. Reciprocate that love. Find your honored place among our ranks. And help us as we continue to work together to bolster the people and the places that make this our wonderful home. Again, our heartfelt congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez and Mr. Vela. I'd like to now acknowledge that Mr. Tony Farina has joined us. Thank you for being here. Now, Ms. Marisa Saravando will introduce our guest speakers.
Good evening, everyone. As we celebrate our 16th graduating class, and as we consider the work of over 620 alumni who have helped Lamar Academy earn the recognition as an IB School of Distinction, it only seems fitting to hear from 2 alumna who also have a sister graduating this year. Tonight we hear from Luciana Milano, graduate from the IB Theta class of 2010, and Gina Milano, graduate from the IB Kappa class in 2012. Luciana received her bachelor's degree in government from Harvard University and has recently graduated from law school. Gina received her bachelor's degree in science and society at Brown University and will begin medical school this summer at the University of Texas Southwestern. Luciana and Gina Milano.
Well, I'm very honored and proud to be here. Thank you, Ms. Sarabando. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. This is the wisdom from our first president, George Washington, during the founding of our country. to the IB class of 2018. As you build on the foundation of your education, I relay Washington's advice to you: to persevere and live with spirit. I know that to be here today, each of you has already persevered. You have studied countless hours for those IB exams. In fact, you've already conquered the exams. And you have demonstrated a spirit of courage by choosing to go to IB. From Lamont's red pen, to Mr. Kowalski's jazzercise class, to Mr. Madrigal's tough exams, you have been tested and prepared. When I look back at my time at Harvard and in law school, there were certainly tough moments and moments of fear. But that's when I relied on the lessons and the knowledge that I had gained at IB. My first semester at Harvard, I got a C on my first midterm. And I never thought I would say this, but I was really happy that was not my first bad grade. I was really grateful for the stress of the IB curriculum. I'm still grateful for that feeling of walking into Miss Mott's class terrified that she was going to call on me. That certainly gave me a head start in law school, where it's very common to walk into a classroom and have the teacher call you by name and ask you about the reading. Mrs. Mohel taught me how to write well, which has prepared me not only to take Miss Mott's class, but also for my trade as a lawyer. Because of IB, and in particular our teachers, I was prepared, and you are prepared. Each of you has been accepted to a fantastic university, and you have a great adventure ahead of you. But know that this is possible because you have had an exceptional education that has prepared you. You are already equipped to face some of the most difficult challenges that college students face: time management, global competition, and working with others. The tools and skills IB teachers have helped you develop will help set you apart wherever you go. When I reflect further on Washington's advice, that perseverance and spirit have done wonders, I think in particular of our teachers. They are such examples of spirit. They have put all of themselves, their spirit, into your education. Tonight, I want to especially thank Mrs. Mott and Mrs. Mohel for their perseverance, for their spirit of passion. It is your spirit, Mrs. Mott, it is your spirit, Mrs. Mohel, that has touched and changed our lives. Your spirit of passion, dedication, hard work, and service is an example to each of us as we pursue our callings in life. Looking back on the classes of IB graduates, looking around this room, and looking forward to the future, I leave tonight on such a high of excitement. IB class of 2018, as you go forth, rely on the academic preparation that you've had. Turn to your friendships that you have built. But above all, seek to model your teachers who do everything with love. I am confident that your perseverance and your spirit will do wonders. Congratulations, IB Pi class.
Good evening. It is such an honor to be back here today. I want to start out by sharing a story I learned in Miss Mott's class called The Myth of Sisyphus. According to Greek mythology, Sisyphus was punished for all eternity to roll a rock up a mountain only to have it roll back down to the bottom when he reaches the top. I remember Miss Mott comparing being a teacher to this myth. Just as one class graduates, she has to start all over again and push the students to the top of the mountain. Similarly, you graduates have successfully pushed your rock by writing many essays, sitting for multiple papers, and completing all of the IB diploma requirements. I remember when I began college, I felt like I had a new rock and I had to start all over again. But now looking back, more than 5 years later, I can clearly see the values IB instilled in me to help make my journey up the mountain a little less daunting. First, IB taught me that the more you practice your fears, the easier it gets to face them. Hands shaking and palms sweating, I walked into my first day of DP English. "Gina," Miss Mott said, "what's the name of Daisy's daughter?" Blank stare. It took me a few moments to gather myself and say, "Pam?" ? "Correct," she responded. Phew, I thought to myself. I had survived my first day. But this was just the first of many challenges I would face at IB. Every day, our teachers encourage us to take practice papers, to give oral presentations, all to make us stronger and make it easier for when the real test came. IB also taught me to never give up. I feel like almost everyone who goes through the IB program asks himself or herself, should I quit? I will never forget Miss Mohel's comforting words to me the first time I failed my world history test. "There is a reason you are here, Gina. You can't let one negative test grade affect all of the positive things you've done." She was right. I wasn't going to let this tear me down, and instead, I learned to see it as an opportunity to grow. Finally, I learned that the people who surround us greatly influence us. At IB, I was surrounded by the best and brightest students. I was surrounded by the excellence of teachers and parents who pushed me to be the best that I could be. It was because of the people at IB I was able to conquer my mountain, and for that, I am forever grateful. Today, graduates, like Sisyphus, you are standing at the top of your mountain, knowing that the rock must roll down as you move on to college. But never forget this moment of joy and excitement you feel today. Let this feeling of accomplishment drive you to be the best. And at the same time, don't forget all of the sacrifice and hard work it took to be standing here. You will face many challenges, but I am confident that IB prepared you to embrace anything. Pi Class of 2018, congratulations.
Thank you, Luciana and Gina, and congratulations to the Milano family for raising three amazingly intelligent and beautiful daughters. Over the years, our students have continued their studies at universities around the country and the world. 100% of our graduates are attending a four-year university. This year, McAllen ISD will be represented at Carnegie Mellon, Baylor, Penn State, the University of Texas, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Texas A&M, St. Edward's University, the University of Texas RGV, and Delft University in the Netherlands, among many others around the country and the world. The seed was planted here in McAllen ISD, and now it is time for them to flourish with the nurture and care that has helped them to grow. We are proud to recognize a group of outstanding students this evening with several scholarships. So students, please come forward when we announce your name. We start off with the Delia Z. Barron Educational Honor, sponsored by Tabitha Gutierrez, our former Lamar Academy principal and IB parent. She annually awards an IB student with a scholarship of honor in her mother's name. And this year's recipient of the Delia Z. Barron Educational Honor Scholarship goes to Alejandro Vasquez Marcano. The McAllen Chamber of Commerce and Steve Alanius have generously sponsored an annual scholarship recognizing deserving IB seniors who have exhibited perseverance and great character. This year, we are able to recognize 24 seniors with a very distinctive honor. These recipients represent the top 8 ranking IB students for the 2018 graduating class at each high school. At this time, I would like to ask each of the awardees to please make their way to the stage. All 24 of you. And here to present the awards this evening is Mr. Edward Lopez, Chairman of the Board of the McAllen Chamber of Commerce, and Ms. Jerry Garcia, Vice President of Special Projects and Government Affairs for the Chamber.
Good afternoon. Dr. Gonzalez, Board of Trustees, graduates, family and friends. It's an honor for me to be here today. Businesses move to McAllen knowing the quality of education provided by McAllen ISD, not just because of the renowned reputation of the global IB curriculum, but because McAllen ISD IB holds the highest graduation in the world. That deserves an applause. Colleges today are looking for students who are ready to tackle global issues and participate to find creative solutions. Our community is fortunate to have a school board and superintendent who understands the power of higher education and especially what it takes to prepare our students to compete at the university level. Thank you, guys. The goal of IB education is to prepare the student for college and provide a universal approach so that each student can feel empowered to reach their full potential. Graduates, congratulations on a job well done. Good luck on your next chapter and your educational journey. Congratulations.
We are so proud and honored to be here today to honor McAllen graduating seniors with this scholarship award. Initially, the Chamber Scholarship Program started as a Top 25 banquet 35 years ago to recognize and honor student academic achievement. Our goal is to facilitate and invest in the continuing education of our students, whom we hope will return to serve our community with the experience and knowledge they will gain with their academic endeavors. We want to thank the generosity of Fred Harms and Sonia and Albert Rego of the Santa Fe Steakhouse, who approached the Chamber 10 years ago to raise money for scholarships. And thanks to the success of the Santa Fe Wine Classic, as well as Bogus Ford Lincoln, the Chamber's President's Cup Golf Tournament, along with donations from generous individuals and other businesses in our community, the Chamber is able to award $1,000 scholarships to the following individuals. Regina Acosta. Sabrina Alvarez. Lillian Duran. Sarah Forthuber. Adrian Garza. Elizabeth Garza. Natalie Glasper. Alessandra Gutierrez. Skylar Hernandez. Jasenia Hertzberg. Irene Hug. Jeffrey Jabs. Hania Javed. Kara Lee. Alejandro Vázquez Marcano. Giovanna Milano. Vivian Park. Shayna Reyes. Valeria Salinas. Catherine Scalise. Shayla Shawn. Victoria Sola. Camila González Tovar. Emily Whitworth. Congratulations, students. Thank you.
Thank you once again to the Chamber for their continued support of our IB program. The Texas X's Hidalgo Star chapter is joining us this evening to recognize 3 outstanding students. Here to present these awards are Sharon Flores, Trey Murray, and Gina Millen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sure is good to be here, and congratulations to the graduating class of IB. And it's mighty hard to follow the words of these 2 young ladies. Y'all did a spectacular job. It's wonderful listening to you. It's clear that an IB education does wonders in life, so y'all take advantage of it. I am Trey Murray. I'm here representing the Hidalgo Star chapter of Texas Exis, and we're here to award a few scholarships. A few words beforehand, we had quite a few applicants for these scholarships, over 250, and a few of them rose to the top, and we're happy to present those today. The first of those goes to Shayna Reyes. I think they get a t-shirt too. So. The second of those goes to Hania Javed. And finally, we do a different type of scholarship. All of those are obviously cash money and a wonderful thing, but we also offer one called Camp Texas. And Camp Texas is a program that, I won't call it like fish camp because I don't acknowledge that at the university, but for those of us that go to Texas, it is a 3-day camp to, yes, Ito, I see you laughing over there, to get acclimated to the wonderful traditions and history of the University of Texas. Hook 'em, right? And this year we're awarding that Camp Texas scholarship to Adrian Vasquez. with that, I'll turn it over to Gina Millen.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It is a true privilege to be here to witness these kids on their journey, and I know what a tough road it is, and we're all so proud of you in the community. I'm here on behalf of the Texas X's at the University of Texas at Austin, and I'm here to announce a different scholarship. This is the Texas X's Rio Grande Valley Scholars Program. This program was established by university friends and alumni from right here in the Valley. They're involved in all phases of the program, from donating funds and nominating and interviewing applicants to providing mentoring and networking support for student recipients once they arrive on the UT campus. This scholarship makes a premier college education possible for some of the Valley's most deserving students. Every year, one student is chosen to receive this scholarship, which is valued at $10,000 per year for 4 years. The students selected must show excellence in academics, leadership, and community service. You should be so proud that the student selected sits among you. Actually, he's standing among us. It's Adrian Vasquez. I am positive by your reaction that you agree that Adrian will represent our Valley well in Austin. He exudes kindness and compassion. He's open-minded, and he's worked so hard to make a difference in our community. He's everything a Longhorn should be. Congratulations, Adrian, and hook 'em.
The Hispanic Women's Network is sponsoring a scholarship this year, and to present the scholarship to one of our outstanding young women is Ms. Kelly Solis.
Thank you very much. The Hispanic Women's Network of Texas is a nonprofit statewide organization that was established back in 1986. HWNT's purpose is to promote the advancement of women in public, corporate, and civic life through education and personal and professional development. HWNT and its 11 chapters throughout the state unite to celebrate the positive image and values of its Hispanic heritage and empowering women across the great state of Texas. One of the focuses of the organization is the Latinas in Progress Education and Scholarship Program. The Latinas in Progress program is designed to encourage young women in high school to explore higher education by familiarizing themselves with college life and the tools to succeed in their personal and professional life. Over the past semester, students have attended monthly sessions on Saturdays covering topics of leadership, culture, community engagement, employability, and life wellness skills, all that will be crucial as they transition to college. Upon completion of the program, students can apply for a scholarship consideration. We are very proud to congratulate today Nicole Martinez as a recipient of a $500 scholarship.
To present this next scholarship, we have Ms. Laura Nickstad, our beloved DP chemistry teacher.
Last summer, I lost my father to cancer, and I wanted to honor his memory. My father loved math deeply. When I was in high school, he would always ask me, "Laura, do you have any math homework that we could do together?" And I miss him terribly, but I cannot think of a better way to honor him than to pay it forward and invest in the future of one of our seniors. I am so grateful to my family at IB and Lamar Academy for supporting me through that hard time. And the student that is going to receive this award has worked so hard. She's extremely thoughtful. She is hardworking, and she just focuses, and she's going to pursue a career in STEM. I'm extremely proud to offer the James R. Nickstead Memorial Scholarship to Victoria Gomez Lopez.
Since the first pinning ceremony in 2003, a set of awards and scholarships have been awarded to students for their dedication to academic growth through the IB program and a strong work ethic. The faculty at Lamar Academy recognizes these students who have demonstrated excellence and dedication. The first set of scholarships is the IB Coordinator Scholarship, and this year we are very happy to offer 2 of them to our graduating seniors. We would like to honor Jackie Mendoza and Regina Acosta. Our faculty also recognizes 3 students, 1 from each of the high schools. And this year we are honoring from McAllen High School, Sarah Forthuber, class salutatorian, from Memorial High School, Giovanna Milano, and from Rowe High School, Jeffrey Jabs, valedictorian. At this time, I would like to call Andrea Gutierrez to present the next set of scholarships.
Good afternoon. This year, we would like to honor the dedication and incredible impact that our 2 beloved literature teachers have had on the IB at Lamar Academy program. I'm incredibly proud to say that I'm also an IB alum, Epsilon class of 2007, and I had Mrs. Mott as an English teacher, and it's been an honor to work beside her as a colleague these past 2 years. Peggy Mott was one of the original trailblazing teachers that helped start the IB program in McAllen 16 years ago. She has dedicated 44 years of her life to education, has impacted the lives of countless students, and will be retiring from teaching this year. Lori Mohill joined our IB program 10 years ago when her best friend and mentor, Peggy, finally convinced her to join the IB team. And this is a fun fact, these 2 women met at new teacher orientation at a school outside of Corpus Christi at the very beginning of their educational career. So it is very fitting that they shall be exiting together as well. After 37 years of service to her students and community, Lori will also be retiring from the teaching profession. We are excited to announce that 58 of Peggy Mott and Lori Mohill's former students, colleagues, friends, and family have donated funds to help honor their legacy by awarding their students with scholarships in their name. The Lori Mohill Scholarship will be awarded to 2 members of her last group of students, the Row class, who have learned to connect their love of literature to their own lives. These students are Javier Solis and Claudia Lozano. And because they're juniors, they're not up on stage with us today. The Peggy Mott Scholarship will be awarded to 2 members of the graduating Pi class who have shown passion and dedication to their studies in literature and who have been outstanding students in the eyes of Lamar. These students are Sufyan Rafakut, and Skylar Hernandez. I am also very honored to announce that thanks to the overwhelming support and contributions of our IB alumni community, we are honored to be able to present 2 additional senior students with scholarships. Our IB faculty have identified these students as individuals who we believe have had an impact on their community and will come back to serve their community well. The recipients of the IB Alumni Scholarship are Cecile Garcia, and Adrian Vasquez. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Eddie Lopez to come and present the Friends of IB Scholarship. The Friends of IB is an organization of parents who advocate and support the IB philosophy and goals and have been a tremendous source of support for the IB program at Lamar Academy. Here to present this year's Friends of IB Scholarship is our IB head counselor, Mr. Eduardo Lopez Jr.
Okay. After many applications, many reviewings, many phone calls, and lots of communication with the Friends of IB organization and looking at the best possible candidates for our students, for recipients of the scholarship, 2 have been announced and 2 have been awarded scholarships in the amount of $2,500. A small tradition that the Friends of IB would like to continue with the pinning ceremony and the award and the scholarship award is highlighting a piece of the essay that was submitted on behalf of the application. This year's essay was discuss an influential experience that you've had at IB. One recipient wrote, "The IB curriculum and my teachers taught me to have and cherish a sense of self, the power of an individual." Our second recipient highlighted the fact that attending the IB program has shaped me into the person I am today, an independent and ambitious student. It's my honor to represent the Friends of IB organization and award 2 scholarships in the amount of $2,500 to Melanie Flores and Jacqueline Cano.
The goal of the IB program is to help students develop the qualities that define the IB learner profile. These 10 attributes are what make IB students distinctive in that they prepare them to be internationally minded students. We recognize these students at a celebration that we had last evening, and we would like to recognize them by simply asking them to stand as their names are called. Our inquirers for the PI class were Hugo Gallardo and Adrian Garza. Our knowledgeable PIs were Nicholas Vanhee and Jeffrey Jabs. Our thinkers were Irene Huck and Valeria Salinas. Our principled PIs were Nelia Lara and Lorena Houghton. Our communicators, Brian Cruz and Shayna Reyes. Our balanced seniors were Victoria Sola and Katia Gonzalez. Our caring seniors were Carla Gonzalez and Miguel Garcia. The risk takers, Sufyan Rafaqat and David Paredes. Those with open minds were Shayla Shawn and Sofia Urcullo. And our reflective seniors were Skylar Hernandez and Victoria Gomez Lopez. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients, and a sincere thank you to those of you who made these scholarships possible. At this time, I would like to ask the designated members of the IB faculty to please report to their stations for the pinning ceremony. And I would also ask the school board members to please join us on the east side, where you are, to congratulate our students as they receive their pin. The PI class has completed rigorous requirements of the diploma program at Lamar Academy. Each student has taken academically rigorous courses that have each required at least one internal assessment research project. For each course, they have taken either 2 to 3 examinations for a total of 12 to 18 exams by senior year. They have completed at least 18 months of community service, including a 1-month service project, and have written a 4,000-word extended essay, along with completing successfully their Theory of Knowledge course. Our students took a combined total of 1,153 IB and AP exams this year. All this while still participating in orchestra or choir, competing as athletes, and having a teenage life. They have survived many of these challenges along the way, but they've done it together.
The IB diploma is designed to develop students who have excellent depth and breadth of knowledge. This program allows students to challenge themselves in a variety of subject areas that allows flexibility so that students can pursue their strengths and passions by challenging themselves in a select group of courses. This year's course certificate candidates completed all requirements and examinations for their chosen IB courses. Our course certificate honorees are Axel Arriaga, receiving certificates in French, psychology, and physics. Deborah de la Garza, receiving certificates in French, Spanish, history, psychology, environmental systems and societies, and math. Daniel Flores, receiving certificates in French, chemistry, and math. Nicholas Powell, receiving certificates in history, psychology, chemistry, math, theory of knowledge, and also for completing his extended essay. Claudia Sanchez for receiving certificates in English, history, biology, psychology, and mathematics. Paulina Sanchez receiving certificates in English, French, history, biology, and psychology. Natalie Serna receiving certificates in chemistry and psychology. Colin Smith with certificates in English, history, psychology, physics, mathematics, theory of knowledge, and also for completing his extended essay. Seth Sheeran for receiving certificates in chemistry, physics, and mathematics. And Ricardo Zamora for receiving certificates in Spanish, history, psychology, chemistry, mathematics, theory of knowledge, and for completing his extended essay. The 62 diploma candidates wear gold stoles because it is our unifying color across the 3 high schools. Overlaying the stole is the tricolored honor cord, representing the 3 high school home campuses. Tonight, these seniors will receive the IB pin to celebrate their academic achievements and symbolize the remarkable end of their IB journey. Regina Acosta. Sabrina Alvarez. Jessica Ayala. Jacqueline Cano. Ellie Cisneros. Brian Cruz. Cielo Cruz. Lillian Duran. Milani Flores. Sarah Forthuber. Hugo Gallardo. Miguel Garcia. Cecile Garcia. Adrian Garza. Elizabeth Garza. Madeline Garza. Natalie Glasper. Victoria Gomez Lopez. Camila Gonzalez. Carla González Mayorga. Katia González Mayorga. Alessandra Gutiérrez. Skylar Hernández. Jasenia Hertzberg. Mariana Hinojosa. Lorena Houghton. Irene Huck. Jeffrey Jabs. Hania Javed. Najla Karam. Nelia Lara. Kara Lee. Clarissa Lopez. Joshua Manusov. Samantha Martin. Nicole Martinez. Allison McAllen. Jacqueline Mendoza. Giovanna Milano. Kimberly Nguyen. Paulina Ocadiz Flores. Stephanie Oyervides. David Paredes. Vivian Park. Fonda Pham. Mohammed Sufyan Rafakut. Shayna Reyes. Valeria Salinas. Diego Sariol. Catherine Scalise. Nathan Serna. Shayla Shawn. Victoria Sola. Jesús Tobias Cruz. Sofía Urcullo. Nicholas Van Hee. Adrian Vasquez. Alejandro Vasquez. Jillian Verar. Emily Whitworth. Jordan Wilkins. And Eugenio Cermeño. Congratulations, Pi class. Let's give these students a round of applause. The row class will be next year's senior class, and the junior class president, Valeria Argüelles, will share a farewell message for the Pi class.
Buenas tardes, estimados padres de familia. Les agradecemos infinitamente su presencia en esta ceremonia de graduación. Good afternoon, parents, faculty, and friends. First and foremost, I would like to say congratulations to the graduating Pi class. I know that I don't personally know all of you, but I do believe we have exchanged glances here and there. Regardless of how well I know you, I wish you luck, and I hope for your sake that all the alumni who said college was a breeze in comparison to IB was being sincere. Every now and then, I suggest you come back and visit, not only because we juniors will need the reassurance that there is hope and that it is possible to make it out alive, but because I think part of us owes our love of knowledge, our morality, and the friendships that we've made to the IB program. Come to think of it, this school forced you to go the extra mile. It made you work hard, it humbled you, making you seek help from teachers when you needed it. It allowed for the creation of what will one day simply be referred to as your teenage years. Now I know everyone had a different experience, but I believe I can speak for everyone when I say there was something that you enjoyed, something that made you want to stay. Now whether that was a dedication seen from teachers, a love for a certain class, or the familiar atmosphere within the IB halls, in the end, you stayed. And if I've learned anything from the last 3 years here at IB, it's that you should give in return for what was once given to you. So to those geniuses in the crowd, don't forget where you came from. Lastly, I'd like to thank those of you who helped lend a hand with any assignment the juniors were struggling with, helping us fix our written assignments and our reflective statements, although I'm sure Ms. Mohill forced you to come because we really needed the help. In a sense, we all looked up to you. You had managed to survive the EE, the IAs, all the other acronyms, made us believe we could do it too. You left the trail of breadcrumbs, and it is now our turn to pick them up and leave our own. So thank you, farewell, and good luck out there.
At this time, I would like to invite Adrian Vasquez, the senior class president, who would now like to say a few words to the Pi class.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the IB Pi Class ceremony of 2018. My name is Adrian Vasquez, and I am the senior Pi Class president in the IB program here at Lamar Academy. 4 years ago, during our summer freshman orientation, I remember walking into a sea of unfamiliar faces and feeling anxious about what this high school would entail. And new classes, new teachers, a new and challenging workload, and most importantly, making new friends. And here we are 4 years later, completing the IB program and opening ourselves up to starting over again, starting anew. I believe one of the best qualities about our class is how much we've grown throughout the past 4 years. I know we were not always the easiest class to deal with, especially during our sophomore year. But we've been able to overcome those obstacles and use our experiences to improve our characters into what we are seeing here today. These past 2 years have solidified us as one class. We have all pushed, challenged, and supported each other in everything that we've done. Whether it be taking 3 long essay IB papers in one day, or trying to understand the chronology of the Cold War, or rushing to finish our CAS experiences with continuity in them. We did all of that, and then some. I look at all 72 of you guys in front of me, and I see a promising future of engineers, lawyers, doctors, artists, and teachers, among many other professions the world has to offer. And that is a result of the passion and dedication we all share for striving to be the best we are in preparation for our futures. And while it may seem scary that change is definitely creeping up on us at this moment, we must never forget how well prepared the IB program has made us for these upcoming challenges. We have worked hard academically, learned lifelong lessons along the way, and attained a strong sense of confidence in believing in ourselves and chasing after our dreams. Whether we're in Austin, New York, Pittsburgh, Boston, or even here in our home valley of McAllen, we must never forget or lose sight of the drive that helped us succeed here in the IB program. I speak on behalf of the 2018 graduating class when I say thank you to our parents, mentors, counselors, and our teachers. For always guiding us in the right direction and being inspirations for who we are as individuals today. You all have had a significant impact on each of us, and there is no way we could ever forget all the support you have given, like Miss Mott's push-save moments, or Mr. Freeman's sarcasm, which I don't think is ever really sarcasm, but just his way of showing he cares about us. And as for you, Pies, it's been the greatest pleasure to have been able to lead y'all for the past 3 years and see everyone come together as one. I want to thank you guys for putting up with the numerous requests throughout the years that I've asked of each and every one of you, and helping our class with fundraisers like car washes, class dinners, and selling tickets to our family and friends. It may have been a hassle to dedicate time and effort to helping out the class, but the rewards were worth it. I mean, just look at our prom this year. I definitely think that one's one for the books, if you ask me. And it's in these moments like prom night and even last night at Europa or Blue Lanes that I take pride in this class for being able to celebrate each other and have a good time laughing, sharing stories, dancing, or doing cartwheels for an audience. I love each and every single one of you so much, and our class would not have been the same without any of you. I cannot wait to see what the world has holding for us on the other side of those doors, because I know we will all go out there and do great things for ourselves. And if there's one thing I would like to leave y'all with today, it's this. In Tennessee Williams' The Glass Menagerie, Williams describes Jim, the gentleman caller, as a symbol of the long-delayed but always expected something that we live for. Today, we reached that always expected something of completing the IB program. Tomorrow, we move on to the next chapter of our lives that will contain those long delays, like the Wingfield family experienced. But it will all be rewarding when we reach that one thing that we all live for, dedicating ourselves to doing what we love the most. Congratulations, Pi, and best of luck to all of you as we begin our new journeys. At this moment, I would like to introduce Ellie Cisneros, a fellow senior who helped create our senior video for our pinning ceremony here today. So.
I really feel like the struggle today is to put what IB means to us in words. Because really, this program is an all-encompassing feeling that, as cheesy as it sounds, is impossible to describe. It's a mix of crazy emotions. Accomplishment when you finally turn in that essay, panic from when you realized the night before that that same paper was really due tomorrow, and you had absolutely no idea what you're supposed to be doing. And then there's that comfort and support when you text your friend at 2 a.m. and they have your back. There's a certain camaraderie that develops at IB, and when you go through so many challenges, the good kind. This video is my attempt to capture a small glimpse of what all that means. Hopefully, a visual aid will be more telling. I'd like to quickly thank the class for being themselves, Adrian and Catherine for assisting me, and the teachers for their patience. So I hope you enjoy.
You guys are so close to each other. You've always come together, especially when anybody's in need. I think that's what I remember the most. And I don't know that it happened at any one occasion, but it's happened throughout the entire 2 years that I've known your class.
I love the community.
My friends and my teachers, yeah.
Every year you see the seniors piled in the hallways, stressed out for the exams, and yeah.
I think I did it pretty well. I was pretty calm throughout.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing.
I don't think you'll ever get a teacher as passionate as the ones at IB.
This is my mantra. Follow your passion and the money will come. Stay in the moment. And happiness is an inside job.
What will you miss the most about high school?
Getting to see everyone. Yeah. Just like the environment here is really nice and comfortable. That's a good part.
I like
Teaching at IB has really helped me learn about the growth mindset and develop the growth mindset. What I want to impart to you is you can learn anything. Don't wall yourself up and say like, oh, that's too hard or I can't do that. Like if you want it, it's hard work that's going to get you there.
It's so hard when we see a class leave.
Live life meaningfully, live life passionately, and just never forget where you come from.
That was a beautiful tribute to your classmates. Thank you, Ellie. With that, we would like to conclude our 2018 IB pinning ceremony. Thank you all so much for being here tonight to celebrate with us and with our graduates. We are beyond proud of this class and this group of students. Tonight is a very special night for many reasons, and so we thank you all for being here to show your support for our program and to show your support for your students. We would like to ask if the graduates could please exit first through the back doors. And then family and friends, you all may continue. please make sure that you have your wristbands so that you can join us in the reception upstairs. Familias, pedimos que se queden sentados para que los graduados salgan primero por las puertas de atrás. Y si tienen sus brazaletes, por favor asegúrense que tengan esos para que nos acompañen en la recepción después. Thank you and have a very good night.